That's a wide body beat. That's a wide body beat. That's a wide body beat. That's a wide body beat.
Yo, what's going on, Panther Nation? How y'all doing out there? Welcome back to Carolina's Armchair GM. I am your host, CJ. And yes, y'all, we have a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? Familiarity today. Okay. FanFest is back today. All right, FanFest is back. FanFest starts at 6 or 6:30. The gates open up at 5. Right now, I'm not gonna lie. When I tell you there is one aggravating ass drizzle going on outside right now, like with the rain. Like it's not raining hard, but it's like a drizzle slash mist going on, and it's aggravating as crap. But hey, we're still gonna be out there. Me, Nella, from Nella's Creations across the wall. My daughter and my best friend and his wife are going with us as well. So we're gonna be out there, man. I'm looking forward to it. Might go live out there. I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know if I feel like just being a straight fan for the day when we go out there, or am I gonna go out in there and try to interview some more people out there and see what everybody else's thoughts are about everything going on with the Panthers so far. Okay. But I just want to say thank you to everybody for joining me today. I'm not going to be too long because I'm gonna have to go get me a poncho or something because I don't know if this is going to stop here before FanFest starts, but I hope it does. But we'll see. But thank you to everybody for joining. And while you're making your way in, first of all, thank you. Second, please, whatever platform you're watching on, whether it be X, Facebook, YouTube, please make sure you hit the like button, follow, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I appreciate all the love and support. And as always, Panther Nation, you can catch me right here at Armchair GMCJ on all social media. And again, thank you. All right. Let's go ahead and get to some comments. I see everybody filing in here now. Miss Hunky Dory says first. All right. Yeah. God, I can't remember where that damn it was like. All right. Yeah. Somebody help me out because I can't remember where that came from. It's a show. God, y'all gonna be mad at me because I'm supposed to know that one. But appreciate you, Mr. Hunky Dory. Nakar, good afternoon, Carolinians, South and North. I need you to put North and South, okay? North and South. I don't care if you're from South Carolina. You need to put North and South in that order. East and West. Now, East is right because I'm from Eastern North Carolina and coastal too. And I'm from the coast, so yeah. But it's all good. It's all. Oh, Kevin Hart. Thank you, y'all. Kevin Hart. But yeah, man. Appreciate you, Nicole, for joining, man. Appreciate you. Nader, what's going on? He said CJ is in the middle of lunch. Well, hey, what better way than to catch a lot of people? Shoot, hey, turn me on in the background and enjoy your favorite dish. But appreciate you, Nader. Well, Doug, C. Douglas, what's going on? Said Sunky Dory, glad to see you are back, man. Hope you're feeling better and the family are doing good. Yes, Mr. Sunky Dory. Yes, I second all of that. What Mr. Doug said right there. Glad to see you doing good. Poppin', what's going on with you? Poppin' bands from the Black Cat Panther podcast. Hey, Poppin', let me know. Are the fellas coming up here today? Q, go any of them? Let me know. Let me see. Ms. Hunky Dory said took the whole week off. Bad experience, all good now. Blessed by the Lord and blood of Jesus. You got that right. Yes, sir. Like I said, it's good to see you back, Miss Hunky Dory. Said Mr. Bean, what's going on? What? No hat today? Oh, okay. All right. Bet. All right. Cool. Hey, you know I always got it on deck, Doug. I got. Hey, you talking about some bringing that fire? Oh, I got something else for you. I got something else for you. Gar said this whole live should be dedicated to coming up with a nickname for Princely since he be defending his teammates and is a fan favorite now. Okay, okay. Well, I mean, we could think about it while I'm live. Yeah. Let me see. Well, I mean, but does he need a nickname? His name is Princely Uman Mielen. That's it. Is that not enough? Is that not enough? The man's name is Princely Uman Mielen. You know, and once I figured out how to say Uman Mielen, I'm like, yo, that shit's pretty cool. So I don't know, Nakar. I don't know. Hey, we gonna get to it, Nader. We gonna get to it. We're gonna talk about that a little bit here in a few. We're gonna talk about that a little bit. All right. Let me see. And the car says we're not getting Micah. Hey, I don't know about that in the car. I don't know. I don't know. But I get my thoughts in a second. He said, just be a fan and go and enjoy yourself. You know, I'm still gonna enjoy myself. Oh, Mr. Hunky Dory, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you. I appreciate you as always. And for all of y'all who have been fortunate enough to receive a gifted membership from Mr. Hunky Dory, one, tell him thank you. Okay. And two, welcome to the front office. And I appreciate all the love and support. And like I've been saying for like the past month or two, there are some new things coming to the front office members, especially more towards the start of the regular season. Okay, we're gonna get into some things, some weekly, you know, more than just one day a week type things, some lives, videos, and all that good stuff. You know, I'm what I'm hoping to do with the memberships is, you know, have you maybe like a live a week where I mean, shoot, we can just go in there and just shoot the shit. Well, we can talk about whatever. I mean, hell, you know, if your car fell off the jacks when you was changing the brake pads that week, I mean, come in there event. You know, just like I said, just some time for all of us to come in there and just have a little fun and shoot the shit. Okay. But yes, but that certainly is coming. All right. But thank you again, Mr. Hunky Dory. D Cash, what's going on? How you doing? Making true money. He said, "Dang, CJ, my bad. What? Hey, look, you hear this time? Hey, it's funny because making true money always be like, man, damn it, YouTube. He say keep missing notifications. So we follow each other on Instagram. So now like, okay, bet I'm gonna make sure I get making true money, you know, to the live. Every time I've been going live, and it's funny because the first time I sent him a message, I'm going live. I messed up my computer. Okay. And when I say literally I messed up my computer, literally I messed up my computer. Something was going on with it. It was last week, it was taking forever to shut down. Okay. Then I went through, did something with my hard drives. I got it to shut down. Okay. Then on Wednesday, it started taking forever to boot up, to load, and I was trying everything. I was trying to reflash the BIOS, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And so I was reading something that said, you know, take the CMOS battery out, which is like a little watch battery in your motherboard, and take it out and put it back in. So I'm sitting there trying to take the damn thing out, and I was trying to pop the thing out of the case and separated the whole battery casing from the motherboard. Now, mind you, I probably could have fixed it, but I don't have any solder or a soldering iron, and I haven't taken the time to watch that many YouTube videos on fixing the motherboard. So I went and bought another one. And but I will say this, I really do like it. It's pretty cool. So everything is back working good now. So we, you know, we back in it. We back in it. Yes, and thank you, my dear, for the Kevin Hart and D Cash. Appreciate you. Ah, here y'all go. Say, what's up, Curtis Payne Jr.? Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. What's going on? But hey, but you know what though? It's funny because my uncle's name was Curtis. But let me tell you, my daddy see this and be like, boy, Curtis, who the hell calling you Curtis Payne Jr.? Hey, what's going on, Panther boy? How you doing? The proud veteran. What's going on? What's going on with you? Dang it, I forget your daggone name every flipping time. Y'all gotta forgive me. My memory is trash, y'all. I swear. I swear it is. I can see your face, Can't remember your daggone. I'm sorry. Nick, that's it. Nick, what's going on, Nick? How you doing, man? Said, are ticket sales up this year so far? I figured they would be with all the hype and propaganda. I don't know, but looking at the tickets for FanFest, because I went and made a last ditch effort to try and go in and see if there was any more tickets. I don't have bad tickets, but I messed around and missed the opening day for getting the tickets, and so I'm like not in the 100s, but in the 300s, which ain't bad. It's still down in the lower bowl, but I was trying to see if something came up. But I went back in yesterday when I was at work, and yeah, it looks like it looks like everything's pretty much gone. It was a lot of them up there way up in the top of the 500 sections, but I can't speak on ticket sales for the regular season itself, but for FanFest, it looked like it's going to be a lot of us there. I mean, really, this is all we got until the preseason game starts. So we'll see. Of course, I haven't shut down my computer since 2021. Man, let me tell you, I am that type of person. I shut my computer down every time I leave up out of here. Every single time. My wife is that person that puts her computer to sleep and it runs for months at a time. But yeah, but I feel you though. I feel you. I think Doug told me some all Curtis Payne said I am on the floor. Oh, okay, all right, I got you, Doug. I got you. Wait, next time I see you, I'm gonna put you back on the floor, chump. Oh God, nine dime all the time. What's going on, man? How you doing? Said wouldn't mind Micah. You damn right. I wouldn't mind him either, man. Yes, I look. I actually remember this time. Hey, look, I get you a cheat sheet. Yo, I've come to that point in my life where I really have to start writing stuff down. Like for real, for real. It's terrible. Oh man. Miss Hunky Dog, we should have enough cap space to sign Micah. Okay, we are sitting right now at 19 something million in cap space. Um, but I don't know what that type of deal would be. But if they wanted to bring in Micah now, they would really have to do something with that. I don't know if they're taking on the last. Well, let me see, because he's still currently on his rookie contract. Um, yeah, they could make it work, but we'll talk about that in a minute. We'll talk about it in a minute. Yes, a cheat sheet. Yes. Said Hunky, we have the cap. I just don't think we have the balls. I can agree with that in the car. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. Said, oh no, you got to jump at the opportunity. I feel you. I feel you. You should be restarting weekly at least. Man, hey, let me tell you, I'm beyond weekly. This joint right here gets shut down every day. If I'm not out here, this computer is not on. I shut it down all the time. Said now you did. You right though. I did not read my email. I did not read my email. But the crazy thing was the email about the tickets went to my promotions folder, and then the crazy thing was the next day or so I went and I looked and I was like, I said, damn, I should have got an email, something by now. And I went in the promotions folder, missed the email about the tickets, but started seeing all the emails after that. So yeah, yeah. Said CJ, is that the 93 autograph ball behind you? No, that is oh goodness, I got this ball at training camp last year. It's just a regular Carolina Panthers ball. I was hoping to get some players to sign it, but I kind of brought it here and left it here and forgot about it. And this one here, my son is a drum major at NC Central. Shout out to the Eagles, all right. If anybody come in here talking about A&T, I'm kicking you out. All right. But he's a drum major at North Carolina Central. And they played Carolina Tar Heels last year. And so that is one of the balls that one I think the Carolina used to kick one of the field goals. and forgot. I don't know how he got a hold of it, but he got a hold of it and and brought it to me. So that's why it's been right there on display this entire time. So shout out to my boy Cameron, drum major for North Carolina Central University Eagles. He thinking of his pops and brought me a football. But yeah, it's actual Carolina Tar Heels football, and it's funny it got K written on it, for kicker, so it's a kicker ball. But hey, I'll take it. So that's what that is. Yep. Too much money, CJ. Talking about 36 million and up. No, no, I got you. I got you. But the only thing is, we don't know how the first year if they trade for him. Well, we'll get into that in a minute. We'll get into that in a minute. We'll get into that in a minute. And yes, yes, my lovely wife got my email box organized for me. She sure did. She sure did. That's why I put my email back the old way. Just give me all my mail in one feed. Yeah, yeah, I had to do that. I got it's my Gmail account, but now I got it going through Outlook. So Outlook just gives me everything like here, motherfucker. Just take it here. Gmail be like, oh, we're gonna make you 7 folders, and then it's just like, nah, just show me everything. Yep. Okay. Said good because I'm mad he missed the email. I'm mad I missed it too. It's the A&T is a young black man's heaven. Yeah, hey, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I myself made a few trips up to A&T in my college years, with the fellas. So, I got you. Look, Aggie pride all day. Well, Doug, you know what? Let me go ahead and see if I can't send the virus to your computer or something. All right, let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Oh, what's up, Diggy? How you doing? He said 26 watching, 7 likes. Is the like button too hard for you to push? Do the thing, slackers. I like that. Hey, appreciate you for joining me, Digger. But yes, if y'all haven't, please hit the like button. I greatly appreciate you. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. And again, thank you to the front office members who are currently members. Thank you to the Mr. Hunky Dory for the 10 new members that he so graciously gifted me with here earlier in this broadcast. All right, I'm gonna start calling it broadcast. Yeah, I like that. It made me feel official, in this broadcast. But appreciate all the members, and I'm going to make sure next live I get everybody who as a new member today on this list as well, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you. He said, "I got you on fire." All right. Appreciate you, Nick. Appreciate you. Hey, Rock Jones, what's going on? So what's good, cousin? Tell Chunky. Wow. Oh my God, yo, man. I hope Tony is up. I hope the guy he's watching this, Chunky Teddy Riley, he's missed. Keep pounding, brother. Oh my God. Oh, I hope he's up. I hope he. Oh, yo, man. Let me tell you, man. Okay, now I can't. Now I can't focus. I'm. Yo, Mr. Hunky Dory is the GOAT for gifting me. Man, yes, he is. Yes, he is. On this thing, he is the greatest of all times. And with an S, greatest of all times. Yes. Yes. Said, yeah, man. Yeah. I hope to I hope to keep it growing. When I say this, and it's funny because I was watching P&P the other night, Rashad and Dave, and they made a comment and they were like, yo, we work full-time jobs over here. And I think Rashad was saying something about, his slides, and I don't know if something was missing or whatnot or whatever. But man, let me tell you, when I say I felt that comment, I felt that comment. But yeah, I'm trying. Like my beautiful wife said, she's told me this a million times. I need to get myself on the schedule and start, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 doing things. So, but yeah, it's growing. I hope it continues to grow. All right. But thank you to all the members. I appreciate you. All right, fantasy football again. It's still coming. All right, I'll let everybody know when I finish setting up the leagues. But let me know if you want to join, and we can go ahead and I can wax the floor with all of you. All right. Yes, I said it. Okay. Okay. Transactions since what he said. John Duncan. The transaction since the last time we all were together. I think Jasim Reed was signed and they released Dan Chisena. I think that I mentioned that on the last live, but I just put this up here. So really nothing else has happened since the last time that we went live. Everything is, to be honest with you, I was hoping that they would say that Noah Fant was going on would be a part of this, but I'm mistaken. He's going to the Bengals if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so nothing new on the transaction front. All right. Okay. So I want to talk about this real quick. All right. So if there's any question on Hunter Renfro, go ahead and get those questions out of your head. Hunter Renfro is a lock, y'all. All right, he is a lock. He is a lock. And he was held out of a practice and say he had some hamstring soreness. Okay. But Dave Canales went and asked Hunter, he was like, if we had a game this week, would you be able to go? He was like, oh yeah, no doubt. Okay. So I'm not mad at them for erring on the side of caution. And it seems like you know, and I do believe we've gotten out of that. A lot of people are like this because I'm bad for it. I'm terrible for it. Terrible for it. Something can just, like come out of nowhere and just like hit me in the arm, the leg, or whatever, and hurt like hell. And I will continue on with my day like it's nothing wrong. Don't get it looked at, nothing, and end up turning into something. You know what I mean? So I do applaud the Panthers for erring on the side of caution. Hey, man, hamstring a little bit sore. Bet. Let that man let him sit. Okay. Let him sit and let him get himself straight. But I do want to play a clip. Okay. I do want to play a clip of JC Horn talking about Hunter Renfro on K Adams up and at him. So here's that right there.
Even court, Renfro coming back, he been impossible to guard out here out of the slot.
Look at your face, really?
Yeah, the receivers been making plays. I'm excited to see those guys suit up on Sunday.
Why do people sleep on Renfro so much? I'm not.
I think we know that just the way he.
Oh.
He looked like a regular businessman if you see him just.
Okay, but then you watch him run a route and you're like, oh my goodness, what is it about him that you respect so much that makes you say he's impossible to guard?
He's just the way he set up routes. From off, when you off coverage, the way he make everything, he might have an out route and make it look like an in-breaking route. He put so many sticks and twists and turns in his routes. It just make it tough to cover. So I'm excited to see it one-on-one.
Okay. So, like I said, I do believe that Renfro is a lock. And I see that Nick says, so CJ, this man been out of football for a whole year. I don't care. I do not care. I do not care. He's been out of football for a whole year, but like I keep saying, if the issue he was having, I think it's ulcerative colitis, I might be wrong. If his issue that he was having is done and he is back, in football shape, you know what I mean? And the thing is, I don't even think the Panthers would have him out there practicing if he wasn't already in quote unquote football shape or enough of football shape for them to get out there. Because, training camp is all about getting these guys out there. One, you're getting them used to practicing again every day. Mind you, we're not in Spartanburg. But my God, it's like the Lord was like, you know what, y'all not in Spartanburg, but I'm gonna remind you of that heat down there because it has been like the high 90s for about a month straight here in Charlotte. Okay, we had three or 4 days in a row of reaching actual 100-degree temperatures or above. So them guys are out there. They out there practicing. It's hot. It's hot. I know they were saying about Dave Canales going in the cooling trailer with the guys and all that stuff too. But I'm sure that bad boy is getting his usefulness from the players, and the coaches. But my thing is he's been out there in this heat, he's been practicing, and just like JC said, he's been damn near unguardable. He's out there making people look crazy. Making out routes look like in routes and then breaking them out, going to the outside. His hands are still there. He's catching. And the part on that clip before that I cut off, he was also talking about Jimmy Horn Jr. and how basically the same thing. He's out there, he's running good routes, he's got great speed. So just think, just imagine the play when you got a four wide out set and you got XL and Horn on one side of the field, and you got Ted McMillan and Hunter Renfro on the other side. Or just think if you got five wide and hell you throw a Coker in there, or Adam Thielen. You know what I mean? And it's kind of crazy because Adam Thielen has just really fallen off the map as far as anybody talking about him. I don't remember seeing anybody do no interviews with him. It's been Renfro. Which I mean, given the story and given how he's come back and given what he was doing before, he went out of football for a year. I get it. I get it. And trust me, I'm a David Moore fan. I like David Moore, but yeah, God forbid, knock on wood, all this good stuff. God forbid if Renfro gets hurt, that might be the only way, Moore is a lock for the team. All right, because them keeping 7 wide receivers, I don't know. I don't know, because that means somebody else at another spot is another position is going to be short one person. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, but this man right here, for me, just go ahead and pencil him in. Pencil him in. And my thing is, I'm like, hell, you go out there for the preseason game. Dave Canales did say that the starters will start in the first 2 preseason games. So against the Browns and against the Browns and the Texans. Okay, the Browns and the Texans. The starters will start. And I think it's going to be something like maybe a drive or 2 and then get them out of the game. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see. All right, let me catch up on some of the comments here. Blah 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 blah. Oh, sorry, not blah 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 blah. My bad. Let me see. So I'm agreeing. Let him rest. Put some meat and cheese on that biscuit. Okay, I see. Okay, got you. He said, "Darn autocorrect." He said, "I understand and agree." Nakari says, "I don't care how long he been out of football. Everyone at that camp glows when they talk about him. He balling. He certainly is. He certainly is." He said, "Man, it was 100 in Maryland. Jesus, woo, boy. Hey, let me tell you, man. I walk out of my building at work to the truck, and I'm already out of shape. I'm already out of shape. I get to my truck and I get in. I'm just like, God dang, like that wasn't a far walk at all. But yeah, it's crazy because right now, if I'm not mistaken, it is. Hold on, let me tell you what the temperature is right now. We went from 90 something degrees yesterday. It's 70 damn degrees outside right now. 70 degrees. That's why I really hope these aggravating little rain sprinkles is going on right now quit and we go out there and enjoy this fan fest. But yes, it's almost a 30-degree drop this week today in temperature. So it's crazy. Let me see. Renfro is from Horry County. He definitely owns a pocket knife. I think you could say that about most people in North and South Carolina. Yeah, because I'm not going to lie. I thought one of the coolest things growing up was when my daddy gave me one of his old pocket knives. And for about a good year, I took that thing everywhere I went. I mean, everywhere. Yeah. Said, man, come to Texas. Man, hey, don't nobody give a damn about Texas. Don't bring up Texas. It's hot everywhere, man. It's hot. 100 is 100. So, man, come to Texas. Man, whatever. Now, let me stop messing with you, dog. Said, Rod, he from Murder Beach or Dirty Myrtle. Take your pick. He got a pocket knife and a shotgun in the truck. Hold on, not Murder Beach. Wow. That is funny. He is from Murder Beach. Gosh. All that heat and sweating will drain the electrolytes and salts out of your body fast. Cramps everywhere, muscle soreness increase and healing decreases. Yeah, well, like I said, that's why they got those cooling trailers out there. And last year they were out there again last year too. It was nowhere near this hot last year. Nowhere near. Then it was in Charlotte. Now, mind you, the first training camp that I went to, which was 2 years ago in 23 with me and Tony. Now, it wasn't in the hundreds, but it was damn sure in the high 90s, just about every day. So yeah, that definitely made a comeback. Yep. Wide receiver assistant David Moore, add him to the staff. Josh P, what's going on, man? I'm hoping Thielen comes back as a wide receiver coach for us after this season. You know, and let me ask y'all this. Okay, so Thielen is like 34. Renfro is 29, so he hasn't hit 30 yet. He gets back into form, and just say he has a good season, and the Panthers are able to sign him back. You know what I mean? Do y'all think that they would even try and make a play to keep Thielen, or do y'all think it's kind of a ride off into the sunset moment? For Adam Thielen and the Panthers, it's like, okay, cool, we appreciate you, but yeah, y'all think Thielen got some more in him, or this just gonna be it? So yeah. Stop the height and let Renfro stay under the radar. It's not possible, dig it. It's not possible. The radar is, yeah. Somebody took the radar and threw it down the street. It is there's no getting under the radar. The radar is gone. Everybody is keeping a watch on. Because think about it. Think about it. If the Panthers were to mess around and not sign Hunter Renfro to this team, okay, I guarantee you he probably wouldn't last an hour out there on the free agent market. Somebody is going to go and get him. Somebody's going to go. And then Dabo was at training camp. His college coach from Clemson was at training camp this week. And he said that I think Renfro was thinking about calling it quits, and he talked him into coming back to the NFL. And hey, shout out to you, Dabo. I'm sorry, all y'all South Carolina Gamecock fans, but thank you, Dabo Sweeney. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Okay. Let me see. Doug said, "What? David Moore and Shy Total fan? What's really going on now?" Hey, yes. Let me tell you, I like David Moore, but I don't see it happening now. I don't see. I think the only way is if they keep 7. Okay, and Shy Tuttle, I'm gonna stand on this with Shy Tuttle. I think Shy Tuttle is playing out of position. Shy Tuttle is not a nose tackle. If he was to play at one of the defensive end spots as a backup to like Derek Brown or Ashawn Robinson or Turk, whoever, I think he would probably play a lot better. And I think he would, I ain't going to say shine, but I think he would be, he would be good for us at that spot instead of nose tackle. But if they are committed to playing him at the nose tackle this year, and we got Bobby Brown III, who on Twitter said that he is going to be on wide receiver 1 on this team this year. He said obviously it's him. I got a kick out of that. But we got Bobby Brown III, then we have Cam Jackson, the rookie from Florida. So, I think we already know we're getting out of Bobby Brown III. If Cam Jackson comes out here, continues to have what I assume to be a decent camp and plays good in these preseason games, but he's gonna get a lot of reps. Okay. I don't think we're gonna keep 3 defensive tackles. I don't think so. So if they are hell bent on keeping Shy Tuttle at defensive tackle, he might don't make it. Okay, he might don't make it. So we'll see. We'll see. Though you absolutely right. Yeah, I've been advocating for Shy. For the longest. Like I said, I think he is playing out of position. But if they are hell bent on keeping him at nose tackle, nah, I don't know. I don't know. Nick said we kept 4 running backs last year. I don't think we do that this year. I don't think so either. I don't think so either. And we kept 4 because Jonathan Brooks, well, I think he still had to be on the roster, and he still counted against the roster. So we were waiting for him to come back because they put him on the PUP list, so he had to miss the first 8 games of the season or whatnot. So I think that's the reason why we kept 4. Yeah. Said Mr. Hunky Door, I walked around Charleston for an hour on Thursday. It was only 94 degrees and I cramped for 2 hours. Supernova Moore, what's going on with you? How you doing? Let me see. Let me go down. Where my man Make True Money at? It said I work outside in this 100-degree weather in Texas. I don't know how you do it neither, dog. I don't. Growing up, my dad farmed. Okay. So I drove tractors, chased pigs in the pig pen. all that good stuff. And he was a cement finisher, so he poured concrete. Yeah, yeah. Let me tell you, I would hate to, because I can't personally remember a heat wave in North Carolina like this one. You know what I mean? So I have experience working out there in that heat. I'm glad I don't have to do it now. Glad I don't have to do it now. Okay. Let me see. I know I'm missing some of y'all comments. I'm gonna try to catch up here. Does say his name is Turtle, damn it, CJ. Yo. Double O Kane, what's going on? The Panthers let Hunter go. His long-term health is more of an issue than the media knows. Okay, yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. Said we definitely keeping 3 to 4 defensive tackles. What are you talking about? Ah, hey, let me tell you. Last year we had Shy Tuttle. We had Shy Tuttle, and who was behind him? Last year. God, I forgot. I forgot, but if I'm mistaken, it was like 2 across the board. Um Derek Brown, he had a backup. Shy Tuttle, he had a backup, and then Ashawn, and he had a backup. I don't remember them keeping a third nose tackle. And that's what I'm talking. I'm just talking about the nose tackle spot. I don't remember them keeping the third nose tackle. But we'll see. We'll see. Let me see. Josh said, "What's your thoughts on Evero?" Let me tell you, that damn seat is flaming hot. It's flaming hot. They say he's out there yelling and screaming and cussing at his people, making sure they are in the right spots. And he's gotta, yeah, he gotta get this ship turned into the right direction this year. Okay, it's got, and I think Panther Nation is not asking for him to go out there and turn this defense into, like, top 2 defense in the NFL, which would be great. Which would be great. I would not I would take that in a heartbeat. But we've got to see improvement. We've got to get out of the basement. But I also think we have to get, we can't just be hovering around in the 20s. Okay. I would love to see us top 15. Okay. Top 15 defense. I think Evero would be, safe for another year, and I don't know if that would be enough for anybody else who has a coaching vacancy this next season to be like, hey, come over here and be our head coach. So we'll see. We'll see. But let me say, when I say the hottest, I don't care if you hate Bryce, love Bryce, whatever. The hottest seat in Bank of America Stadium right now is Evero. It is Evero, and quote me on saying that he is on the hot seat. Now trust me, Bryce ain't too far behind him. He ain't too far behind. He might be his seat might be a degree or two cooler, But for me, in my opinion, Evero got the hottest seat in the building right now. So we'll see. We'll see. Let me see. What's up, Stephen Belt? Said, I hope FanFest is packed tonight. Me too, man. Me too. Me too. Nakari said, dry heat hits you harder. Humidity takes your breath away. I will say this. I went to Vegas a few years ago. Well, right after me and Janelle caught COVID. And we got better, and then our anniversary came up the next month, and we went to Vegas. And I tell you this, I was a fan of the dry heat in Vegas. I was a big fan because I could walk those long blocks in Vegas and not be drenched in sweat. When you come back here and all this humidity, and I'm walking 40, 50 feet, and I'm just like, damn, it's hot. But yeah. But yeah, I'd rather have the dry heat than all this humidity any day of the week. Josh, appreciate the answer. CJ, you always have some good opinions on football. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. And like I said, I'm not no expert. These are the the views of opinion of Armchair GM CJ Incorporated. I do need to get that incorporated though, or something. But yeah. But all right, Hunter Renfro, y'all. Hunter Renfro. Josh, don't give him too much credit. Hey, look, I take all the credit I get. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate you. But Hunter Renfro, in my opinion, is a lock. Okay. All right. So Taylor Moton. Okay, another interesting bit from the press conferences the other day, and you know what? I have a file. Hold on. I've got to upload this file right here because it is Taylor Moton talking about he got kind of emotional, okay? And they had him up there. They were doing a press conference, and this is the final year of his contract, okay? There was all of this talk and speculation, a lot of it from me about whether the Panthers were going to restructure his contract. He missed his first 2 games of his career last year, which I don't think is a big deal at all for what is, the Iron Man of Panthers football right now, as far as, being out there every single snap of every single game. He missed 2 games. You don't even bat an eye at it, okay? But here's what Timo had to say.
I understand, like you said, control what you control. I know that's your mantra, excuse me. But is there something unsettling, going into the season, knowing this could be your last one here, and kind of thinking along those lines at all?
I try not to think about it. I've had some of my best years here in Carolina. I know we haven't won, but the city, being a Panther, means a lot to me. So it's crazy. You don't know. Obviously, I don't want the years to continue, but if it's my last year here, I want it to be my best year. I want it to be the offensive line's best year, the offensive unit's best year, team's best year. Do whatever I can to help us be our best yet. So.
Okay, let me pause it right there. All right, let me pause it right there. If any of y'all know, okay, he got that little lean with him. He rocking side to side. Okay, he rocking side to side. You hear that little crackle in his voice. These are words of a man who is. These are honest words, coming from this man. Okay, this is something that he's probably been thinking about, and I don't know if this may have been the first time somebody has asked him about this, as far as a press conference or whatnot. But he is, yeah. These are some heartfelt words here. I just want to say that. So let me go ahead and keep playing.
I'm a little emotional about it. No. All the blood, all the sweat, all the tears, right? I've been through so much here. Being a Panther means a lot to me. The city means a lot to me. I found my family here. I found my son here, So much sacrifice has gone out on that football field, the practice field, here at Bank of America Stadium. I put so much time, so much heart into it, right? So it's just crazy, But at the end of the day, just focus on finishing this out the right way. If it is, obviously, like I said, I have some good years left, but I have a deep passion for this city, for this organization, for all the guys in the locker room, all the staff, everyone involved in, making this thing go. So, yeah. It's hot. Yeah. Jeez.
Okay, so let me pause this one. All right, and Doug says he got a new nickname for me. Call you Timo J. You look like Mo. You just need to get some more sun. Hey, it's all good. I don't need to be that dark. I'm good on that one. I'm good on that one. But now here's Brant Tillis. Here's Brant Tillis talking about Taylor Moton as well.
Conversations that we have with Taylor and his agents, or any player and their agents, will just keep between us. As far as Taylor himself goes, I did see him get, a little emotional up here. That's hard. That's a hard part of our business, that somebody pours their whole life into this like Taylor has, and he's faced with potentially going to a new place next year. But at the same time, we are going to make the best decision for the organization, and if that means keeping Taylor here, then that's great. If those two things align, we are open to it. I'm not going to sit here and say that, oh, we're definitely not going to do it, or we definitely are. Whatever makes the best sense for the Panthers, we'll do. Any conversations that we have with Taylor and his agents, or any player and their agents, will just keep between us. As far as Taylor himself goes, I did see him get, a little emotional up here. That's hard. That's a hard part of our business, that somebody pours their whole life into this like Taylor has, and he's faced with potentially going to a new place next year. But at the same time, like, we are going to make the best decision for the organization, and if that means keeping Taylor here, then that's great. Like, if those two things align, we are open to it. I'm not going to sit here and say that, oh, we're definitely not going to do it, or we definitely are. Like, whatever makes the best sense for the Panthers, we'll do.
Whatever makes the best sense for the Panthers, that's what we'll do. Okay, and all right, now mind you, in one on one hand, okay, I'm like, if Taylor Moton goes out this season, has another great season, plays all the games, all the snaps, you make sure you go ahead and sign that man to a new deal. Okay. But at the same time, if they do that, I hope that that left tackle spot is something that they potentially draft for next year in the draft, because, me personally, I want the Panthers to do right by Taylor. I also want the Panthers to make sure they do right by us, the fans. Like, don't do right by Taylor and don't have a backup plan in place. You get what I'm saying? The one thing that I like now with Brant and Dave, it seems like they are not just focusing on how can we get through just this one season, as it seems like was the case with previous GMs and people in Brant's spot. I can't remember his technical title. Right tackle. Thank you, Dick. My bad. Right tackle. We got a left tackle that's coming to get paid too. But thank you. But yeah, but it seems like they are, thinking for the future. Okay. But and like Bobby Digital just said, you can't keep both tackles. Okay. It might be a situation where you can, because I'm thinking, Icky and Taylor's contracts are not going to be the same. Okay, not going to be the same, and that's just my thought process. But at the same time, Taylor Moton does have, he's got his gun is loaded. Okay, he said, "I'm your 2000, what was it, 1918 draft pick. I have played every game every season but two. I have but two games. I have done nothing but what you asked me to do, and this is what I deserve to get paid, and I will not take anything less." So he does, in my opinion, he does have, bargaining power if he goes out there and keeps on playing at the level of consistency that he has been his entire career. It just depend on, our salary cap next year. And just like Nakari said, Timo would definitely take a big cut to stay here. I hope so, but at the same time, I hope it's not nothing, too major. And I think a lot of things depend on this. I think it's about how this season goes. Okay. If the Panthers go out here and put together a decent season this year, and that means we go out here and we start winning more games, potentially we're in the running for the division. Just say we win the division. Just say we make the playoffs. Just say we can sneak in a wild card. Okay. Just say we get to the playoffs and, just say we win a game. Okay. Or say we get close to winning the game, or something that raises the bar, for Taylor Moton. It's just like, oh, we got so close. I really got to come back here next year and make sure that we keep this going. Now in that situation, yeah, he might be like, okay, cool. I'm gonna work with you because of what we did last year. I really want to see this thing through. Let's make it happen. Okay. Because if Icky goes out there and continues to play, my thing is, Icky's already great in the run game. He's already great in the run game. If he goes out there and shores up his pass blocking, okay, and becomes better at being a pass blocking left end, the blind side of our quarterback, oh, Icky's gonna get paid, y'all. Icky's definitely gonna get paid. So we'll see. We'll see. Letting Moton retire as a Panther goes into that vision of free agent, saying they do right by their players. Yeah. And me personally, sometimes I always felt like, we didn't do right by Cam Newton, and the organization's been paying for it ever since. You know what I mean? And like I said, that, that's just one of my thoughts. It's like, you do somebody wrong, and it's like, it's like Celie on The Color Purple, like, till you do right by me. You know what I mean? But Yeah. But me personally, it's just like, please, please, Panther Nation, Brant, Dan, do right by Taylor Moton. Okay, especially if he wants to be here. All right. And we'll see. My thing is, if Taylor Moton can come out here and give us another 3 years or so at this exact same level as he's been playing, great. Great, 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 great. Miss Uncle Dory said, true, money can change alliances. Yeah. Bobby Digital, I'd rather see them keep Moton, move Icky inside, and draft or sign a left tackle. Oh, well, that's going to be hard, Bobby Digital. I mean, because we already got Robert Hunt on a 4-year deal, $100 million. Damian Lewis, 3-year deal, $55 million, if I'm not mistaken. And I will argue anybody right now, the best guard on the team last year was Damian Lewis. I will stand on that up against anybody right now. Damian Lewis definitely outplayed Robert Hunt in my opinion last year. I know Robert Hunt got to go to the Pro Bowl, but I think Damian Lewis got snubbed. Now, like I said, that's my personal opinion. I love both of them. I think they're both great. But yeah, nah, I don't see that move for them moving Icky into guard. I don't see it, especially if we got a healthy Damian Lewis, Robert Hunt, and then we got 16 and a half other people who can play guard on the team now. So I don't see that. I don't see that being the move. I don't see that being the move. But as I always say here on Armchair GMCJ channel, okay, anything is possible. All right. So if that does happen, I'll make sure I give you your credit. 9-1 all the time, man. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I greatly appreciate it, sir. He says, love to keep Timo. I think we all would. We definitely all would love to keep Timo. Okay. But again, like I said, you keep Timo and keep planning for the future as well. Okay. But yeah, but let me tell you, man. Oh, again, and thank you for the super chat, 910 all the time. I appreciate you, big dog. And again, like I said, you seen Timo up there. It couldn't tell that was sweat or tears, maybe a mixture of both. But it says nothing but the man wants to be here. He wants to be here. He wants to play here. And these are the type of players that you want to keep. The players that want to be here, want to play here, and actually do good playing. It's the difference between somebody who wants to be here and they ain't worth a shit. You know what I mean? I thank you for staying here, but no, you're not doing anything to help us out. This is different with Taylor Moton. Okay, so we'll see how that goes. Yep. Timo, mad is a scary sight. Imagine they have to have a cop escort him out. Man, hey, that's a big dude. I trust me, I wouldn't want to be in there. But yeah. Let me see. Hey, Carlos, what's going on? Said much love for Timo. Exactly. Much love for Timo. Yep, you're absolutely right. Okay. And another thing I wanted to bring up here real quick. Okay, so this was Brant talking about Bryce Young because somebody brought up Bryce Young and his contract situation. So generally, you got a quarterback, especially number 1 overall pick, going into their 3rd year, you get to start talking about contract negotiations. Okay. And he was asked about it, and he said Bryce needs to focus on football and being the best version of himself. The best version of himself. He said Bryce was an ascending player. Okay. And I think they asked him about the contract they did with Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City. And he was like, Patrick Mahomes was coming off of his second year as a full-time starter, and they just won a Super Bowl. Okay. So that's why Patrick Mahomes got that contract. All right. And let me say this. Okay. I agree with this whole entire statement right here. I agree with all of it. Okay. As much as some of us cheer for Bryce Young, we love Bryce Young, we want him to do good. He has not shown us anything for an extended amount of time for us to say, yes, we have got to sign him to a new contract. We got to get this done now and get it out of the way. Okay. I would say Bryce needs a strong season and maybe a strong season, maybe 2 strong seasons. Okay. And then they go ahead and get their contract discussions out of the way and get him paid. All right. But I agree with what Brent said in this right here. Bryce needs to continue to focus on football. Focus on football and keep getting better at what you're doing. Okay. If Bryce takes care of that, the contracts and stuff, I'm sure this man and Dan Morgan, they will take care of that as well. But I did have to mention that because, like I said, I 100% agree with this statement right here. You know, you focus on football, you focus on getting better. And then when that happens, then we'll talk contracts. Okay. I mean, to be honest with you, like I said, Bryce needs to have a great year this year. I wouldn't be mad if they let him have a great year this year and they held all contract talks and saw what he did in his fourth year. I mean, you never know. You never know. But I'm going to err on the side of if Bryce goes out there and balls this year, they will probably do something with his contract at the end of next season. Okay. But if he doesn't, that's a discussion that we're gonna have to have for another day. All right. Let me see. Tunky Dory said keep Timo Cap goes down. We still have to draft for him. Keep for one more year if he's has a good year, but still draft or sign replacement. Yeah. But to be honest with you, if Timo does sign, I doubt he's going to sign for just a year. You know what I mean? Because you just think about it. You get these guys that sign these 1 year contracts. In my opinion, they're mostly prove it deals. Okay, guys coming off injuries, trying to get back, trying to prove to teams that they're still worth something, or or you get guys out there who are probably looking for a certain type of money and they didn't get much response in to those demands that they had or whatever. They signed something. All right, well, bet. Let me go out here and prove this once again, and then we're gonna go to the negotiating table next year for the current team I'm on, or maybe a new team. Be like, hey, this is what I was trying to tell you before. What's up? So we'll see. Let me see. Bob Diaz, Damian Lewis out year on his contract is after this season. So if Lewis played drop or else we could see Icky inside. I thought he has another year. I thought he has this year and another year on his contract. Hold on a second, Bob. Now you got me hold on. Now you got me interested here. Because if I'm not mistaken, all right, Damian Lewis, please get off my screen. Yeah. Uh-huh. Damian Lewis is signed. Oh no, he got a 4-year deal. He is signed through 2027. Yep. Oh yeah, Damian Lewis is gonna be a Panther for a minute. And hopefully he is let me see. Oh, you said out year. Well, yeah, nah, because the Panthers definitely can't do nothing with him this year because they would lose a crap ton of money. Crap ton of money. Okay. But yeah, nah, he signed through 27. Okay. 4 years. Gotcha. Appreciate you, Donnie. Hey, and again, thank you to the greatest of all time in membership, gifted membership, Mr. Hunky Dory, for the another 10 memberships that he has gifted to me. So all of y'all that are now members of the front office, welcome. Okay. And again, as I said earlier, I promise to get some more content out there to you guys. It'll probably be more towards the start of the season, but I do want to get some things going. Like I said, we have some lives every week. If it ain't nothing talking about football, we just go and shoot the shit for an hour or so and call it a day. But again, thank you, Mr. Hunky Dory. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right. It said they not messing with that chemistry, Bobby. Give up. Bobby says his cap hit lower next season. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You're right about that. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me bring it up here. All right. Ba, ba, ba. And it is not letting me. All right, hold on. Okay. So if you see, I know that is. All right. I see. I know that's probably hard to see, but if you see it right there, but I give you saying, Bobby, his cap hit is if he were to get cut in 2026, his cap savings would be more than his dead money for the Panthers. I get what you're saying on that. I get what you're saying, but I still again, if Damian Lewis goes out here and plays like he did last year, this year, yeah, nah, I doubt it, dog. I doubt it. Doubt it, doubt it, doubt it. Okay. All right. So, Austin, what's going on with you, big dog? How you doing, man? Glad you're here. But again, back to Bryce. I mean, back to Brant talking about Bryce. I agree with this wholeheartedly. He needs to focus on football and being the best version of himself. And they deal with the contract whenever they deal with the contract. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay. So here we go. All right. As y'all all know, Micah Parsons has officially requested a trade from the Dallas Cowgirls. Okay. Officially requested a trade. Now, I have been sick and tired this whole offseason. Everybody that gets cut or requests a trade, Twitter is just going off the hook. Panther, 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 Panther. And I'm like, God dang, we can't sign everybody. Everybody is not coming here. They're not even going to entertain all these people coming here. But this is one where I'm like, you know what? If the Panthers made a push for Micah Parsons, I would not be mad whatsoever. Okay. Trade compensation for Micah Parsons, you got to think he's going, you're going to have to give up probably at least 2 first rounders. Okay, 2 first rounders, a second rounder, maybe a couple thirds. And me personally, Zach, that was Mr. Hunky Dory. That was Mr. Hunky Dory. So Mr. Hunky Dory, he's saying thanks. Appreciate you again, Mr. Hunky Dory. But yeah, I hope they wouldn't have to send the player in with it. But now Micah has requested a trade. And if y'all read that whole post that he put on X, he was basically saying that, after his 3rd year, I think he wanted to start negotiations on a contract. Excuse me. And I think his people were telling him, like, no, like, you need to wait. You need to wait because you need to make sure that you're not leaving any money on the table out there. And for, if you sign this contract this year, you're leaving, maybe 10, 20 million on the table that you could have got if you waited another season. Okay. So he tabled those talks. All right. And then after this season, it was something about he went and he started talking with Jerry. Mind you, he didn't have his agent in there with him. And the conversation turned quickly into them kind of negotiating numbers by the contract. So when his agent went to talk to Jerry Jones, they were like, nah, we good. We pretty much got everything, under control, which according to Micah, from what I gathered, wasn't the case. And then all these rumors and everything started coming out, about Micah and whatever. And he was not happy at all, because this is the team that he wants to play for. He said this is the team that him and his dad rooted for all the way up in PA. Okay. All those years. But, whatever happened, whatever got out about Micah and Jerry in this situation with the Cowboys was enough for him to be like, I'm good on y'all. I'm straight. Hey, I'm done. I want out. But again, if the Panthers went after Micah Parsons, I am not mad. I say Dan, Brant, Dave, Dave Tepper, all of y'all, make a play for him. Make a play. Make a play. Now, mind you, a contract, because he's going to want to be the highest edge rusher in the NFL. And I think that's pushing maybe like 50-something million dollars a year right now. Now, do the Panthers have, the ability to go out there and make that happen? That's what I was saying. If, because the thing is, we got a lot of contracts coming up, y'all. Okay. And I hear GOAT on Black Cat Panther podcast talk about this all the time. Shout out to GOAT. Wherever he at. I don't know if he out driving today. I hope he come to FanFest. I get to see him. But GOAT talks about this all the time, about the contracts that we have given out the last couple of years, and then the contracts that are going to be coming due. Icky is going to be coming up on his 5th year. We already signed his 5th year. So he's getting that. Then you're going to have Bryce. If Bryce does what he needs to do this year, he's going to have to he's going to be due for a contract. Okay, so it's a lot of people. We paid Derek Brown, we paid JC, we paid Chuba. You get what I'm saying? So, and then you got a lot of these players who are coming up now that, in a few years, they're going to have to get their money too. So we'll have to see exactly what, happens. But if there is a way for them to do this and make everybody happy, I say do it. I say go ahead and do it. I would not mind Michael Parsons being in a Panther uniform. Yeah, I would not mind at all. Hey, you could offer Mingo to Jerry again, and he would accept it. Oh my goodness. Donnie Lynn said, "Hell, and they don't." What were you talking about, Donnie? I think I missed something. I don't know if you're talking about somebody else's comment. Zach says, "Don't be surprised they trade Moton to Dallas for Parsons to free up cap space to make the trade work." Ooh, oh, God, that is interesting and heartbreaking all at the same time. Oh, dang, Zach, why did you even make that comment? Yo, who is the right tackle in Dallas right now? And do they need an upgrade? But you gotta think there would probably be some picks in that, and I know at least a first round pick. Even if it was Timo involved, we still giving up a first round pick, or two. But yeah, you free up cap space to make yeah. That's wild. Oh, I got you, Zach. I got you. Bob did just say, I'm good on Parson. He will set us back a decade. Hmm. Hmm. Now you're not talking about like on the field as far as his play, but you're talking about financially, right? And let me know if that was the case, because yeah, you might be right there. Like I said, we got a lot of people coming up that we have to pay as far as the Panthers. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, but I still want to take a shot at it. I still want to take a shot. Zach says, I'm just saying they could it wouldn't be a shocker. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Panther Boy says, Zach, I like the idea, sir. Bob did say money wise and draft picks. Yeah, okay. I got you. All right. But Micah Parsons, once out of Dallas, and will he be a Carolina Panther is yet to be seen. Okay. All right. But yeah, and I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. Okay, so this evening, FanFest. All right. FanFest is going on. I will be there. Hopefully, all this little aggravating ass rain will stop before 6 o'clock, and we can enjoy the festivities without, having to sit there and wear ponchos or whatnot, or umbrellas or whatever. Okay. But if y'all get there and y'all see me, or I don't know, I may go live. I may not. We'll see. But I will be there. I mean, shoot, I'll be in section 347, so I will be on the Moorhead side of the stadium. Okay, so if y'all wanna holler at your boy, come on through and yeah, we can chat. Okay, and I do want to say this. Okay, I do want to say this. All right. Now you see, I got my Panther hat on. That thanks to Doug, I was reminded to put on. Okay, but I'm going to have to take this off for a second, because thanks to my beautiful wife on the other side of this wall with Nella's Creations. Okay, I do have something to rock for the game. Okay. And I got me a nice Panthers chain with the logo at the end of it. And when I tell you, I love this damn thing. I just got it yesterday. No, I'm sorry, 2 days ago. Okay. I love this damn thing. It's 3D printed. Okay, 3D printed. Let me tell you, this thing is dope. I love it. It's not heavy, whatsoever. And so yeah, I'm gonna be rocking the night out there at FanFest. So hold on. So let me put the let me put the ensemble, back together. Let me slide back. So yeah, so this is not the Ninja Turtle shirt. Not the Ninja Turtle shirt. I would definitely have either another shirt on or my JC Horn jersey. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna rock this. And let me, and if any of y'all want one, I will try to I think I'm gonna try to do some giveaways with some of these. But if y'all want one, let me know. Definitely talk to the missus, and we can definitely get y'all the price on one of these. So, but yeah, man, let me tell you. Hey, Austin. Hey, man, shoot. I thought about that earlier today. I was like, yo, I said, maybe I'll finally end up on that goddamn Jumbotron up there. I said, maybe I can get up there with the chain this time. And it was crazy because a couple years ago, they did the wave, right? And so it was me, Tony, Janelle, my son James, my daughter Layla, and Quan, Uncle Quan. Shout out to the Panthers experience, Uncle Quan. He was sitting right behind us, him and his wife. And they were doing the wave. And so we jumped up. The one time that I didn't jump up, me, Tony, and Janelle, we did not jump up, but my daughter did. Tell me why she ended up on the Panthers website in the photos. And so when we had the old Two Fans logo, when I changed the background in it, I put the picture of, with her, they caught her doing the wave, in the background. So yeah, Austin, let me tell you, that was part of my motivation here too. When because Janelle kind of surprised me with this, and I was like, nuh-uh. I said, because she made the logo first. And when I looked at it, I was like, I said, hold on, that's 3D printed. She was like, yeah. I said, oh shit. And then when I was like, can you make a chain? And she was like, you want one like the little chains? I said, nah, I want one of them junkyard dog chains. I said, I want one of them big old chains. I said, hell, I thought about putting 2 of them on here. But yeah, man. So y'all catch me, man. I'm gonna be rocking my Panthers logo, my chain, my hat, and jersey. But yeah, if y'all around that area, man, I'll be over there in 347. Y'all come holler at your boy. All right. But I am looking forward to FanFest tonight. As somebody asked earlier, I think it'll be pretty. I think it'll be packed, depending on the weather. If it starts pouring, it might change some things, but I think I'm gonna be out there anyway. I'm just gonna grab me a poncho, and the crazy thing is, this will not be the first Fan Fest that I will have attended, and it was raining. We went I had a couple seizures back in 2016, and I was out of work for like 8 months, and we went to FanFest that year. I remember it because it was, that year I had the seizures and whatnot. And it was crazy because it rained for like the first 20-30 minutes of FanFest. I mean, it came down hard. But after that, hey, it was good. So if we do get some rain tonight, I'm hoping that will be the case. And yeah. Here we go. Already ordered pot. God damn, that's what I'm talking. Hey, let me tell y'all, if y'all ain't got y'all a good woman in y'all life, get you one, because I got mine, and y'all can't have them. All right? But yes, thank you, baby. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Let me see. Yes. My black ass will stand up this year. I sure will. I sure will. I'm gonna jump in everything. I'll be like, hey, right here. Right here. Oh boy, let me tell you. What's up, Dusty? That boy blinged out. Okay, I see you. Malibu most. Ah. Hey, look now. Call me Mint Street most wanted. Mint Street's most wanted. But yeah, but my expectations for FanFest tonight, I hope the Panthers go out there. I know we'll be there in the building. The fans will be back. But one, I want them to go out there, do what they do. I want them to be safe. Don't want anybody to come out with any injuries or anything tonight. I would love to see the same things that we've been hearing about in training camp. I want to see some of that on the field tonight. In the first part of training camp, the first couple of practices, they said the defense was dominating. Here lately, the offense has been kicking the defense's ass. But then this last practice yesterday, okay, they said the defense stood tall yesterday. J.C. Horn intercepted the ball from Bryce Young, took the ball and threw it back at him, and said Bryce Young grabbed the ball and kicked it. Okay, and they said JC said, y'all see this little nice, calm Bryce Young, get up there at the podium, blah, 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 blah. And they was like, nah, y'all don't see what we see, So, maybe we can see a little bit of it tonight. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. But as he gets more comfortable, in the offense, we'll see what we can do. I want to see the defense shine. I want to see what Nick Scorton and Princely Umamielen are working with. What's going on with the linebacker spot? So see Shal Smith Wade out there in coverage. What's a man named Thornton? I forgot his first name. He's a cornerback. Is it Nick Thornton or something Thornton? They've been talking about, and Dave Canales was like, he has earned the reps that he's getting in training camp, back in the spring. And but yeah, man. So yeah, but yeah, FanFest tonight, man. I'm hyped. I'm ready, and and you know me, I am a firework junkie. Okay, I am a firework junkie. They're gonna have a show afterwards, so I will definitely make sure I record that so y'all can see that if you don't make it. But yeah, but hey, and all my fellow content creators, if y'all gonna be out there, hey, holla at your boy. Okay. Oh, and if anybody is going out there and you want to get up with me, shoot me an email. Okay, thearmchairgmcj@gmail.com. Shoot me an email before practice starts tonight, and we'll work something out. Okay, I love to see y'all there. If y'all gonna be there, I love to see y'all there. We take some pictures. I'll make sure I put them up on the next live, and yeah, but yeah, FanFest, y'all, it's on. Corey Thornton, thank you, Austin, appreciate that. Oh, Nick got a hamstring injury. Oh, okay. Well, we ain't gonna see Nick tonight then. Yeah, okay. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Man, whatever. Ain't nobody coming to see you. Your ass ain't gonna be there. I'm gonna be there, damn it. Oh man. The car said they said it's minor. Okay. Said that's why Nick didn't practice yesterday. Got you, Zach. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I missed all of that. Nick said, I would if I was in NC. The whole if we had a game, he play type of thing. Gotcha. And see, and I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this at all. Go ahead and hold that man out. Let him get his stuff right, and we good to go. Because I love seeing practice, but at this point, this early in the season, or in the off season, or this late in the off season, yeah, nah, don't even risk it. Who you got winning the kicker competition? Fitzgerald right now. Fitzgerald. Now I've heard that they have both had not necessarily say struggles, but I know the other day I think he went like 2 for 5 according to David Newton. One of them kind of clanked off of the goalpost, and if I'm not mistaken, they are using the skinny goalpost. If I'm not mistaken, they're using the slim goalpost, not the regular ones. Excuse me, that they have in the stadium, for games and stuff. But yeah, what's the man named Wright, the one that was San Francisco's kicker that came in, the older kicker. I don't know. I think it's gonna be Fitzgerald's to lose. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. But all I can say is, Zach, I just hope come the regular season, they go out there and they do what the hell they supposed to do. I just hope we don't have any situations where the game is in hand, and or just say like this: defense gets a stop, offense drives us down the field. Okay, cool. We down by a point. All we need is a field goal, and then we don't get it. Okay, because I do not want any more Eddie Pinheiro vibes around this joint. So we'll see. Yep. He said, Doug just hating. Nah, Doug ain't hate. That's my boy. Let me tell you, this ain't nothing compared to like when we talk to each other on the phone. It's straight talking trash for a half an hour. Yeah, but it's all good. So if they keep performing equally, then you take the younger one. Okay, yeah, I get you. I got you, Nicar. I got you. Yeah. Doug said, this what CJ and I do trust behind the scenes. CJ. Doug said, I'm not nice. Come on now. Do y'all really believe that? Joe Person said if it was regular goalpost, he would have gone 5 for 5 with them 2 for 5 kicks. Thank you, Zach. Bet. Okay. Bet. don't need CJ to be nice. Man, hey, let me tell you. I am the nicest person in the world until you piss me off. And then it is game, set, match. But I do love to talk shit. And Doug will agree. I do love to talk shit. I definitely do. Hold up a sign said, I'm here for the pink. Did I, Nakari? Did I? Because I'm not gonna sit here and be like, no, I absolutely didn't. I probably did. I'm sorry. My bad. Oh God, I said which either doesn't do ping pong. I'm voting for it. Y'all crazy. Okay, here's your answer. He has a good heart, but that mouth is reckless. Okay, and we'll just leave it at that. Oh my goodness, y'all are a mess. Okay, hold on. Let me get one more here. Zach said, I did real. Let me see. Joe Person did say Panthers wanted to go rookie at both kicker and punter this year, but ended up going the kicker way. Yes, because the punter is, I forgot who he was. He came from Buffalo. Martin. The punter is he's not a rookie. He's definitely been in the league for a few years. Okay, but I got you. All right, y'all. But let me go ahead and get up out of here, y'all. I appreciate everybody joining. And right now we have 77, 74 people watching across X and YouTube. So again, before y'all get out of here, please make sure y'all hit that like button, follow button, subscribe to the channel. My next subscriber goal on YouTube is 2,000. So a few hundred away from that right now. But y'all make sure y'all help me get there. But yeah, and I appreciate all the love and support. And as always, you can catch me on all social media at Armchair GMCJ. Hold on. Now said who? And then Doug says, you, madam. Look, I missed something, I said something wrong, but I'll hear about it here in a second. All right, y'all. Hey, but as always, y'all, I'm gonna leave y'all with three things. Number one, y'all be good. Number two, y'all be safe. And number three, as always, Panther Nation, with my new chain I got on here, y'all keep pounding, man. And hopefully I'll see you tonight. I'm out.